Holy crap. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this glorious Friday night in Melbourne. We're going to do a little bit of match commentary tonight. I know you are goddamn excited because I am. I feel like that's truly important. Tonight, we're going to be watching a competitive match between the only boys, which is OC and FBY boys. Have a look over there and in chat. I'll pop all the links to the Discords. And we are playing a conglomeration between Gary Busters and 3Para. It's exciting, right? I'm genuinely looking forward to see some of those lads play again. But I could keep talking forever. What I'm not going to do is keep talking forever because I do have a co-caster to introduce. Let's go over there. As always, I've got some of the best co-casters in the goddamn game. That is Poontang. And Poontang, I have two goddamn questions for you. Firstly, how are you? And secondly, are you goddamn excited to be casting this tonight?
Oh, mate, I'm fucking fantastic. Oh, I'm great. Oh, mate, I can't wait to see this clash. I mean, 3Para and OC had the biggest game of fucking BPL, and now they're going in a 50v50 with GBI and FBY boys. Like, this is great.
100%. I still have literally thinking about that last match between OC and 3Para. We did cast a 3Para match not too long ago here. It was 3Para versus TFK in a 30v30 match. 3Para going down, but I'll tell you what, the start of that match, I called it 100% their way. They looked the goods for most of that match. TFK, though, flipping town centre and taking away literally every single one of their Garys. Turning point of the match. Yeah, I know. Hopefully they've learnt from that.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
Hope so.
Dude, 100%. I think there's about 5 or 6 minutes before this match is due to start. Obviously, Poontang, one of our... I keep saying Poontang. It's Poontang. God damn it. One of our OC lads, OC, one of the stronger OCE clans around the place. We team up with FBY boys to do 50v50s. We've been doing pretty well lately, playing with the old FBY boys, haven't we?
Oh, mate. That last game. Mountain. 10th Mountain squad. Oh.
10th Mountain Division, and they were paired up with the 20th Panzer Grenadiers.
I believe they're playing in the HSC or whatever it was.
Yeah, they are. They actually played against the OCE clan Chimera.
Yeah, the HCA, that was it.
HCA, I think they're in like the minor leagues, I think they're calling it.
Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah.
There's so many goddamn... It's like they love acronyms when they're making these tournaments.
Yeah.
Well, we got BPL, we've got HCA, we've got the
seasonal.
There is a new Australian tournament that's starting up that has got everybody a little bit excited. But
yes,
I think it's the APAI.
APAI or AIAP? Oh, something along those lines, mate.
It's definitely not the APIA because that's an insurance company.
Mate.
But no. So, like, look, stuff's in the works. You guys should hear through your normal channels information about these upcoming tournaments. But I'm not sure. But there is word that we might get some international clans playing in that in the APAI. I'm excited. We might not. Everything's up in the air, but I'm a little bit excited. Poot, have you seen any of Gary Busters or 3Para matches lately?
Not lately, mate. I haven't actually been in the country. So
that's right.
Yeah. I haven't seen any matches in the last month.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
Look, I've been meaning to ask you. You did post a picture in the old OC Discord of an elephant.
Yeah.
That 100% did not have an elephant in it.
There was an elephant there, mate.
There was not an elephant.
There was.
Look, here you go. I'm going to post this again in chat. If you haven't joined up the OC Discord already, here we go. This one. That's all the teams that are playing together today. OC, FBY boys, playing with Only boys, 3Para and GBI. But Poot has got some holiday snaps he's posted in the Discord. He swears there's an elephant. I don't reckon there is. Or it's an elephant wearing a ghillie suit.
Yeah. Look, it is pretty hard to see, but it is there.
It's one of those sniper elephants. We probably should start getting into this match. What I am going to do is I am going to join this server because we probably need to sort out a little bit of admin cam before we get started. So give me 2 secs to join this one up. Did I get the password right? First time chat, Richie Rich. Welcome, my dude. It's impressive that he managed to get a first time chat in there before the stream has actually started.
The
But hey,
yeah.
impressed. Look, I'm just telling me impressed. Looks like we're going to jump onto the Axis side with our FBY lads.
Tonight's match on Foy.
It is tonight's match on Foy. I believe that the only boys are going to be playing as the Allied forces, and 3 para and GBI are going to play as the Axis.
Man, we got to figure out a short name for these fellas.
I know. That's what I was trying to think the other way. Like 3 Busters.
3 Busters, yeah, that works. I like
Gary,
that. 3 Busters.
Gary Para just sounds like it's trying to make me stumble over my words.
Yeah, that just nah.
No, I know.
3 Busters.
Three Busters? The 3 Busters. All right. Only boy versus 3 Busters. That works for me. Let me sort out this admin cam so we're not looking at dumb shit fairly constantly. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, and 2 of them, and we're good to go. What I might do, Poontang, we might say, just because every time I stream Foy, I don't know whether you noticed, it looks like I'm sitting in front of a goddamn sun. The white off this screen is, it's somewhat blinding.
Mate, I hate this map with a passion.
I know.
Everything is so bright. You walk somewhere, you get shot.
Yeah, 100%. So what I might do is I might say goodbye to our beautiful smiling faces. Go over to our casting screen. There we are.
There we are.
And we'll wait for this map to roll. What we can do in the meantime is show you guys who is going to be playing. For OC Foy Boys, Hubert George Soros, Jesus, there's some big names. Gobatron, the man himself, and Crampy. Jeez, I'd have to call out literally every name in this list if I was going to be pointing out all the good players, because there are some very good fucking lads playing on this today.
Is that Gobatron on a squad there, not in Recon?
He is in Able squad at the moment. It is for match. It is for match startup, so we don't know whether he's going to be playing. He's currently playing as medic, which seems a little counter to everything that Gobatron stands for, but that's all right. We're going to run with it. There we go. We got Armor Squad with Jake Panzer and Esky and JM. That's going to be pretty huge. Coconut Wiggy, there's a name I love to watch. Murder Train is going to be playing with Handpig and Easy Squad. Obviously, the squads will change it up by the time we actually start the game.
Of course.
Repurpose, one of the best recon players in the history of Hell Let Loose. Sammy D and Draco. Look at the OC lads. I fucking love it. Mirage, that's a damn good player with Red Dragon. And fucking hell, 17 Jaeger. There is some OCE royalty playing on this thing tonight. Jesus, Suicide, Gerberman, Vapo. Beefy Sausage, what a good OC lad that is, playing with Rule 303. Lord Boone Bar, Hawkeye. Fucking fierce. You know you love him. Fuck, he'll do well. Let's have a look at the 3 para and Gary Busters side. Fuck, it's the same. Just players you love to play with and you love to see around the place. Waggers, look at that. Satames, Score Loser, Biddy, Horsecock. That is one hell of a Steam name right there. That is Horsecock. Pinky. Look at that guy go. Gandalf the White had a fucking cracker of a game when they played against TFK last match that we streamed. Fucking Gandalf the White, as opposed to Gandalf the Grey. I'm just going to turn your volume up just a little bit. SEO Trot is not playing, but welcome back to the stream, my guy. Fucking hell, look at that. Aces and 8s. Complaints, Lamode, Toby the Toaster. He's a fucking hell of a player. Sanity, Tommy Gun Tommy. Airborne Kiwi is obviously in Centurion. Virus.exe, one hell of a name. I love that one. Jimmy the Hand, good friend of the stream, Jimmy the Hand. I'm going to remind everybody that's watching, no goddamn spoilers after this, or we're going to see if we can play to the end of this match without you guys spoiling it. Trigger and Fuzzy will round out the GBI 3 para lads. There we go. Looks like... I was going to say, fuck, has it started? No. Surely not.
Surely.
Good Lord. They have taken the middle, obviously asserting dominance nice and early, taking the middle point, just going, fuck you guys. But I like to think that they're taking it for the Allied forces, which is going to be the team. What up, Fitty Caliber? God damn it. I'm going to put my little delay message. I don't think I've got too many mods hanging around this stream, but we'll see how we go. There we go. We're watching a little bit of competitive match. This is the OCE teams, Foy Boys and Only Clans, playing as the Only Boys conglomerate, and we're playing against 3 para and Gary Busters. And what are we going to? 3 Busters is what we're going to call them.
3 Busters.
3 Busters. Excellent.
Who are you going to call? 3 Busters.
You're never going to call 3 Busters. I'm not going to lie, Just Glasson. I'm pretty sure those supplies are dead. The chance is just adding a few more bullets to the pile, so I don't think it makes them more effective, but best of luck to him.
Yeah, maybe trying to increase supply.
Is that how it works? Well, it definitely increased the weight adding lead to it, but hey, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah, I mean, thought he'd be working on his aim, but...
Hey, look, perchance he is. Is he right? Is he writing something in that?
I'm not sure. Yeah. I think he is.
100% a cock. Excellent.
Yeah, 100%.
Please reconnect your controller. I'm not using a fucking controller, so I feel like reconnecting that's not going to be of much use. All right, good. Guess we're just going to have that one rattling over in the corner.
It's called ambience. Ambience.
Ambiance! Oui, c'est bien, merci. Mystery Mum jumping into chat. God damn. How the hell are you, Mystery Mum? We're just waiting for the start of this match. It is due to start. It was due to have started 3 minutes ago, so I'm assuming we're just waiting for having a look at the seams. 100 players in the server. That means there's probably another caster in. I didn't see anybody with the cast tag, so we'll keep an eye on that and make sure there's no funky things going on. But yeah, we're just milling around at the start of the match.
Oh, yes.
Putang, you've obviously played a lot of comp, my guy. Do you have any pre-match rituals that you go through before a comp match?
I avoid middle HQ as much as possible. I'll spawn top or bottom, and I'll find something about 100 meters away and just shoot it.
Yeah, get the old aim in. I like that. Yeah. I like that. You don't have any weird like underwear or socks rituals before comps matches, do you?
Nah, normally coffee.
Oh
make,
yeah, you'll
make
both.
coffee. I'll have about 3 cigarettes. So. I'll have a cigarette before we load on. I'll have a cigarette once we're loaded on.
I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure I've heard that that's actually quite bad for you.
Just a little, but you know, it's alright. I hope these guys don't get themselves kicked for TK.
I know. It's always a worry when you're running around at the start of the match, but Leroy Jenkins living up to his name by spraying and praying. You'll love to see it.
But yeah, no.
Grenades going off. Satchels.
Satchels, grenades. Like.
I hope we get to see another satchel. Obviously, one of the biggest moments of the GBI TFK match was watching 4 of the lads chasing after 1 tank, all with satchels. Delicious.
No way.
They did no, so they got it eventually. They got the tank eventually, but then the tank pushed into town centre and took out some of the lads.
No way.
Took out some of the friendlies.
That's just great.
Hilarious. But if you don't take out friendlies with a satchel, did you even put a satchel down?
I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, you jump onto a server on the free weekend, you put down a satchel, and if you don't get kicked, there's an issue.
Yeah, dude, 100%. I feel like there should be some setting to say no TK rules around satchels, because no matter how much you run away from it, yelling at people to get back there's a satchel, there's always going to be some Blu-rays that feel the need to run in. Always.
Man, I opened up my old admin tools to see how much TK has gone on. Man, this is great.
Do we have a TK leader right now?
I don't have stats.
Right.
But if I look through it, oh man, okay, there's just too many. There's just too many, man.
Excellent.
I mean, Lord Boone went on a killing spree. 6 in a row.
Just friendlies. Good. He remains in the server. That is genuinely good to see. Map has been changed. It's going to be 30 seconds, and we're going to finally be able to dive into this match. I don't know about you, Putang. I'm a little bit excited. I don't know which way this match is going to go. I just don't know.
You know, it's like, we always say that, but I've got a bias here, and that's for the OC and FBY lads.
Oh, dude, look, absolutely, you and me both. We both know OC and FBYs, two very, very strong clans in the OCU community.
But, I mean, I don't have enough on, Gary Busters. I haven't seen enough of their comp stuff to know how this is going to go. I've seen 3 para, they're strong.
Look,
But
3 para are a very strong side. We're going to jump into a cheeky armor squad. There you go. That's 3 armor squads. We can go make one now. Cheeky locked armor squad, because clearly we don't need anybody else joining. We're going to deploy over in right HQ. We're going to get into a bit of admin cam, and we're going to watch this match.
let's go.
There we go. Get rid of all that stuff. Let's goddamn go. Quack indeed, Snake. Quack indeed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fly over to the other side of the match, and we're going to go see what the 3 parry Gary Busters setup looks like. Because between you and me, I've seen a lot of how OC sorts out their pre-games and sorts out their supply. So I'm just interested to see how other teams do it. Let's go and have a look. There you go. As you'd expect, lots of support milling around the middle. Redeploying, dropping their boxes, redeploying, and getting all those subs down. I'm not seeing any nodes yet, but you'd assume that's coming. I'm sure they're all over it. I believe in them, Poot.
Are they doing the TK strat? Or are they actually redeploying?
It looks like they're redeploying at this stage.
Yeah.
Perhaps they did too much TKing during the last match, and they're worried about... There we go. Looks like he's starting to put down some nodes over here. Just unsure of quite where to put it, so he's decided to... Well, he's getting rid of them, is he?
I'm really confused. No, he's putting them up. He's putting them up.
He is putting them up. What has happened, of course, is because we're not on that same side as that lad, we're not seeing the green ethereal objects that you have to hit with a hammer.
Yep, that's it.
He's doing the strat where basically what you do is you mostly build all of them and you wait for all the supplies and you can run through and get all of them up at once, is what him do. So Gypsy Shark doing God's work as an engineer there. Strikeback, I'm hoping that's his name, is the other engineer. Looks like he's jumping in to lend a hand. There you go. Plenty of supplies going down. Looks like they've got their match warm-up started. What I might do is I might follow the Gary Busters and 3 para into the point. Let's go and have a look at what their trucks are doing. Get up to the invisible wall. Obviously, Poot, you are absolutely aware that these are historically accurate invisible walls. They actually had these in FBY in World War II.
Oh, mate, you couldn't send Artie past them for,
No, they're actually used to really good effect by the Axis forces. Obviously making use of all that occult research they did to put up invisible walls that nobody could pass.
Mate, I think these guys are going to be late to the point. I don't like this.
8 seconds. It's going to be close.
They've
obviously put the OPs down. The strat is that the squads will now spawn on the OPs and file into those trucks, but that's a fairly empty truck. Adlai has obviously missed the boat. Pulling out the rocket launcher seems like an odd choice. Nobody wants to give him a lift. Adlai just being left behind. That's right. I'm sure we'll see him. Let's follow the rest of these lads in. There you go. What I do need a hand with, Poot, is my ability to call out the names of Axis tanks is fairly fucking shit at the moment since the update. So I'm very sure that that's a Luke's.
Yeah, Panzer 2.
That's a Panzer 2? There you go.
Panzer 2 Luke's. Up to you.
Yeah, little anti-infantry tank. You can tell because it's got the little nozzle, the little barrel coming out the front there. You go. That truck. I'm not gonna lie. That truck is a little light on moving towards point just there. It is just the one lad, just Horsecock. Maybe he thinks he's going to be good enough. You can see the blueberries towards the top of your screen. Blueberries will be the only boys whilst we're watching this stream. There you go. Big truck coming in there. Looks like the three busters will manage to get into point first. The counter-attack will come from the OCs to the left, and we're going to watch this fight over the middle point. Fairly contested at the moment. It does look like it has started to go. The Catbite has started to go towards the Allied side, which is the only boy side. Interested to see how this middle fight goes on. Let's get down and dirty and see what's going on there. Red Dragon sneaking out the side there. Camo, Red Dragon going down there, and Camo being taken out probably by Horsecock or Carl the Hun from behind just there. I'm seeing a bit of a 3 para and GBI domination at this point early. It is an important one for the Allies to get nice and early into, because if you have a look out to our right, that is a lot of open field they have to cross if the Axis manage to take control of that point early.
Yeah, it's not looking good for the Allies at the moment. I'm actually failing to see where their artillery is.
Potentially you'd like to see that. See, we've just seen it, just as you called it out. The artillery started to go on point now. Obviously, you'd assume the artillery, towards the start of the match, would be focusing on taking out their trucks and taking out their ability to move troops into the point. Now that they've sort of dominated the point a little bit, the artillery will start focusing on that point to try and weed them out and soften them up for that infantry attack. Which is coming from the blueberries, which you can see just in front of us. I'm just going to switch over, have a look at what the Gary situation is like. Yeah, pretty standard what you'd expect. That sort of quadrant that we're looking at here. There's a Gary's straight fire behind the point, and a backup Gary just behind that. And they've got the Gary out towards the middle of the map, trying to deal with that, and Gary to provide that support just behind that. But at the moment, this is going to be a fight over middle point. Capweight starting to go back towards the Allies and the Only Boys. So it looks like they're starting to fight back in, trying to sort of pick up that toehold to take control of the middle. This is great. These are great fights to start off with. I love a good noob tube and a long-range rocket. I didn't see what exploded there. Let's jump in. I'm assuming that was one of their trucks taken out by Artie. There you go. And the artillery, very accurate behind the Bunnings just there.
Yeah, our artillery guy was practicing quite a lot before this, and he was asking all of us for advice where to hit.
Yep.
And
Nicholas, friend of the stream, taking down Bear Blades just there. He doesn't know he's got Blue Tongue behind him. Nicholas, the engineer, taking out, that looks like he just took out a Gary just then, or supplies. I didn't quite see what it was before we got down there.
It'll be supplies.
Of course, as soon as we called out Nicholas, he's taken out. But Capweight is going towards the Only Boys now. That artillery is starting to have effect, and they're starting to whittle them down. Jelly Bear with Leroy Jenkins very close in the point. Looks like Jelly Bear's just on that gas tank behind. She's going to be pretty content to sit down there and cover that angle to stop some of those three busters moving around the back. And now that the opening rush is over, we're going to start seeing that. We're going to start seeing that considered push from both sides. Have a look at that. The hard point itself has been very much lorded over by the Only Boys. Looks like they've had a very good push through that sort of standard trees that you can see sort of towards the middle and top of your screen at the moment, which is probably one of the best approaches for the Allies to this middle point. Before we get too far though, Poot, we probably should have a chat about what points that we're going to be fighting over. So let's have a look at the map. From the Axis side to the Allied side, it's going to be Cobra approach. Flak battery on the right-hand side of your map there. The middle is going to be dugout. Obviously, a very controversial middle point for Foy. You know it, you love it, or you hate it, but dugout barn, many good fights have happened over there. And towards the Allied side, we've got Bizroy Foy Road and Boise Jacques. I can't do French. My entire French accent comes from Monty Python. You win, look, you win some, you lose some.
I could feel it.
Yeah. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries. Good. Excellent. So I'll tell you what, that point is now going to flip. The early cap is going to go to Only Boys. Very good work. After going down fairly early and losing some of that cap weight fairly early, they've sort of had, as we were talking about, that considered push into point, and that's worked out for them. So they've taken the point. I don't have a caster on the other side. I don't have a camera, so I can't see what... I'm going to be unable to see what the three busters are going to be doing in terms of Garys and pushing up, but that's all right. I'm sure we'll figure it out when we see bulk three busters spawning from areas, but we'll get in, have a look. There you go. Supplies going down, as you'd expect. Supplies being taken out mid-air. I did not know that was something you could do.
Yeah, Artie does magical things, my friend.
It is a little bit magic, given it completely ignores obstacles, trees, and just explodes wherever you decide to land it.
I mean, look, there's plenty of squads in there. Someone go support.
Mr. Chew Chugger has just pointed out that Tattoo is not playing tonight. So we're going to miss that 500 rank. Tattoo, one of the first lads in the world to get to 500. Delicious. So it looks like the fight's going to sort of move out towards Flak Battery a little bit. We'll pull out and have a look at... pull out game is strong. But we're going to have a look at what the rest of the lads are looking at. You can see the blueberries to your right. they're just going to be trying to consolidate around Dugout Barn. The bulk of the 3 para Gary Buster's forces are going to move down that road. As you can sort of see, there is a lot of open fields in this map on Foy. So they're going to be pushing down that road because there are a couple of buildings sort of towards the middle that they can use as cover and just sort of start staging their assault to try and take back Dugout Barn. I was having a look over here before. There are a couple of lads, Reap Dog, Mirage is one hell of a player, Sammy D and Hot Sauce, moving out towards that left side, seeing if they can't put a little bit of pressure on, because any pressure they manage to do from there will start to whittle down the ability of the Gary Busters 3 para team to mount an assault on Dugout Barn. So look, we're just going to see OC, obviously fairly famous for providing that sector control. They're going to start pushing out and seeing if they can't hold out some outlying areas around Dugout. But obviously, the 3 Busters team is going to make that fairly difficult for them. Whilst I'm here, what I'm going to do is post a little of these, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to see this in 15 minutes, or now, or you know what it is. But they're the teams that are playing. If you're following, you do have yourself some follower emotes. Feel free to cheer for whatever team you like. Feel free, enjoy. Jesus, I'll tell you what, this has been a game of noob tubes at the moment. We're seeing bulk rockets happening right now. This is something that a lot of the clans have been working on fairly recently, isn't it?
Well, I mean, like you don't have too much long range explosives, really. Like you got tanks, you got ATGs, the anti-tank guns, and you got rockets, and artillery, obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
But you don't have too much in terms of wiping out a lot of people from distance. So, best way to do it, send rockets down in range, man.
What we're looking at the moment is Suits from 3 para and Tommy Gun from 3 para. I hate that they've got their clan tags on around the other way. Renino playing as the engineer, just providing a little bit of support and repping them. This is a Panzer 4, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct.
There you go. I had to get one right at least once this stream.
10 points to Trauma Stew.
Panzer 4. I'm going to say that has been completely marked up. There you go, yeah. The light vehicle marked all over that Panzer 4. So the Arty's starting to move up to start taking it out. Rocket's ineffective, a little bit short on that one, whoever shot that. But the Panzer 4 is going to retreat. He's lost his engineer. He's lost his ability to repair. So he's going to back out, and he's just sort of sitting up there, providing a hard point for the 3 Busters team to try and maneuver around. But
that whole attack's gone, man.
It is.
It's gone. The artillery's just taken it out. So I don't think for the old 3 Busters are taking out our artillery yet.
No, I don't think they have. We might duck around there, just whilst there's been a bit of a stalemate, fighting over Dugout. This looks to be the last little OP. OP, if you've never played this game, this is a place where your squad can spawn from. Garys, or when we're talking about Garys, as opposed to Gary Busters, are spawn points that the entire team can spawn from. So there you go, giving you guys, there you are first, Cobies. There you go, I love that little video. Whilst that's playing, I'm going to get down and have a look at what some of the recon squads are doing and see how they're doing down there. Whilst I'm moving back here, I'm just going to point out that the commander for the Allies, for the Only Boys, is Pariah today. One hell of a commander, and we're going to expect to see him do some fun stuff. There we go. Rie, moving up on Jelly Bear. Jelly Bear is an assault, sort of sitting in the back line. I'm wondering if she's been told she needs to come down and support the artillery. She hasn't seen Ray to the right. Her head's down. Heads up, Jelly. Turn to the right. I can't tell her if there's a 15-minute delay, but turn to the right. Shots going around her. She's getting shot at now. She does know that there's people around her. I don't know who's trying to take her out, but there you go.
Well, I got my answer.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess, Ray taking down Jelly Bear, friend of the stream, Jelly. We don't like to see them. We don't like to see them going, Commander Knight, TFK. TFK's not playing today. You can't win them all. I can't just stream TFK every week. This is going to be a little bit of Only Boys, OC and Foy Boys conglomeration against 3 Parry and Gary Busters. Ooh, there are shots going to the right. I'm assuming that's Reaver. We're going to follow Reaver in and just see whether he's able to take out this recon squad. Ooh, that was somebody else that just took him out. Looks like Jelly Bear was able to get her revenge there. Jelly Bear looks like she's taken out Rie. And Pariah doing his work in the back line as commander, just sort of seeing if he can help out. Jelly Bear chucking grenades. You don't need to grenade anybody. We can see that there's nobody there, obviously, because we can see everybody in the map. But let's get back into the action, and we're going to fly over, have a quick look at what's happening on dugout, see if there's any change, and I'll tell you what, there really isn't. We're sort of exactly where we were before, except for the fact that the only boys have started moving up on that sort of house, halfway between Black Battery and Dugout Barn. Those sort of set of buildings there provide a bit of a strong point for the teams to fight around. We've got Carporphorus and Just Fierce, with George Saurus on their right, just sort of providing a little bit of cover there. So it looks like they've started to provide that sector. I say as they get taken out by a tank. Excellent. Let's have a look in the 3 para backlines and just see what we're looking at. Jay and Repurpose still alive, and they're going to be providing a little bit of pressure. Jay, I'm not sure what he's doing, but he is quite near that next point, which is Corbrew approach. But he's moving away from it now. Repurpose a lot deeper, and you'd expect these guys to start dealing with the artillery and making sure they're not an issue with this. Speaking of which, Repurpose taking out some nodes in their backline. They're probably going to struggle to call in commander things if they don't have supplies to do it. Repurpose taking down the manpower node first. She's going to start taking down the fuel node next, and just defeating their ability. Metal egg, good egg. No, I insist. You're a good egg, my guy. There you go. Ree doing her job. I've always said that she's one of the best recon players, and doing her job, taking out. Look at that. Artillery's not running. She's taking down the nodes. It's huge. That's gonna hurt 3 para and Gary Busters in the long run, I think, Putang.
That's painful, mate. I mean, how far are we through the game? About an hour to go?
Yeah, we're about 15 minutes into the game. Ree's already got nice and deep, and just deleted their ability to use artillery in the meantime.
Losing, just that early, that's unless they get them back up instantly. That's gonna hurt.
Oh man, 100%. I'm not sure what Strikeback is doing back here, but he's just sort of chilling in a house. Just, we can get into this house and have a look. He's trying to spot their recon teams, but just not having too much effect. Mr. Chew Chugger is asking, who are the commanders? The commanders for the Allied side is a Pariah, and let's just have a look at who is... I actually can't see.
Can't tell.
I can't tell.
Is Airborne on the team? Because it could possibly
Airborne Kiwi is on their team.
Quite possibly. Oh, we can go find the commander on the map.
we absolutely could. I'm assuming he's going to be in the back line at somewhere. See, that's assuming that he's alive.
Oh, yeah. True that.
Which, given I'm not seeing his icon absolutely anywhere, this is some quality content as I just cruise through and have a look at what they're doing. Yeah, I'm not seeing the commander icon anywhere.
Yeah. Maybe they don't have one.
Do you reckon they're potentially doing that no commander strat? Obviously, without having a commander, it lets them have one more medic on the team, and I'm wondering how that's going to work out for them.
It's obviously not working too well.
No, given they have exactly 0 assault on Dugout Barn at the moment. It seems like sort of the line has been pushed out fairly hard towards the west of the map out here. There you go. That 3 para recon squad that we were looking at our backlines now is sort of now moving up on point. It looks like they might have taken out his spawn point. So he's probably going to struggle to take out artillery from this deep. Just saying.
Man, if that RD starts back up for OC and FBY boys,
Yep.
I don't think this is going to last much longer.
I just saw in the OC backlines that we're sort of hovering over at the moment. Horsecock is very, very deep. It looks like he's gone on a big flanking run. His mate, though, who's that? GBI02? That is GBI02. That's a seems like the most standard name ever. But I'm assuming that they've got some form of OP down here because there is a few spawn waves coming in. And they're going to start putting pressure on the back lines, on the back side of Dugout Barn. But that's it. Cortex is moving up, so they are aware that there are lads spawning there. Cortex, GBI02 and 99 Tozzy. Cortex getting fire in, but ineffective at this stage. We'll swing in and see what he's looking at. Cortex, obviously one hell of a player. Ooh, almost taking fire there. There you go. And going down to Tozzy there. Pariah is starting to move up. So the call has gone out, and a bit of pressure is going on to these lads now. There's the OP that you can see. There is the OP that GBI and 3 Paras managed to put in their back line. That's what they're spawning at. Ooh, there you go. Get off the white. Taking down the Only Boys commander, Pariah there. I'm still worried that I still haven't seen a 3 Busters commander yet.
Still I mean, they must have a command, surely.
Surely. Or he's just hiding somewhere that I'm not looking.
Is he right at the back line, artillery?
Are we going back there? We're going back there.
Is he on the artillery? No.
Oh, I think I just saw him. There it is. There he goes. We got it. It is, in fact, airborne Kiwi. Sitting very deep. Obviously being very safe, lying down in the back lines then. He's going to start moving now. That is the tank. And that is going to be another Luke's that is just Tommy Gun, Suits, and Sore Loser. Jumping in the light tank then. They're going to start moving that towards the front line, seeing if they can't have an effect on the infantry out there. Whew!
Man. Well, this has been a hell of a start of a game, man.
It has. I feel like, sort of, as is tradition, of course, on Foy, it does get bogged down a little bit. And you do see that with, obviously, the big open fields around.
Dude, you can't run across an open field. It's just, it's Foy, man.
I like to think that open fields are actually the best place to run across because there's less things to trip over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apart from bullets.
There you go. You've got Gerberman, Vapo, and Suicide in there. Is that a heavy? That is a heavy.
That is a heavy.
76 Sherman. He's taking a bit of fire. I'm pretty sure tanks aren't supposed to be on fire like that, but there you go. It is a heavy with his armor towards the front, so he'll feel pretty confident that he'll be able to deal with anything coming from that side.
Oh man!
Like a tank firing on him. Let's have a look at what's there. There you go. Just as we got out there, I think that was a Panther. That was a Panther.
That's Panther.
So the 76 Sherman taking out the Panther. If I'm not mistaken, can the Panther penetrate a 76 Sherman from the front?
I am not sure. I haven't played since the new update of Panthers being reintroduced.
It looked like I saw a few. I saw a few glancing blows on it, but it looked like they did take a hit or two in there.
This is going to have to be a question for Riley or one of the Foy boys.
Where's Yag Panther when you need him? Speaking of which, let me just see whether or not he's sorted out. There we go. We have Panzercam. Blue V Twitch TV. Well, thank you very much for following.
He knows exactly where it is. He's marking it up.
Yeah. This is Yag Panther. He's provided a point of view for us, so I'm genuinely interested to see how he goes. Looks like he's a tank commander, so this point of view is exactly what the tank commander in Hell Let Loose looks at. It looks like he's on the right side. Yag Panther is there we go. What I'm going to do, he's in a 76 Sherman as well, so I'm going to switch back over to my screen and see what it looks like from the outside. This is the tank we were just looking at. The point of view of Yag Panther. Panzer? I don't know why I said that so German. Yag Panzer, yeah? Das ist gut, ja, das ist so good.
Oh no.
There we go. He's in a tank with Esky and JM. And they're holding down that right side. I'm assuming they're being very defensive at the moment. They're going to be pretty happy just to provide that defensive bulwark and stop anything big moving from flak battery.
Well, I mean, with repurpose taking out their nodes, they're going to run out of fuel as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Ree, one hell of a player.
Oh, she was my worst nightmare behind the lines, man.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But we'll have to see what happens, because all I've seen is German tanks going down and German nodes going down, which is not a good start.
No. That is the biggest plays we've seen so far, is obviously Only Boys and some of the lads doing exactly what Poot just said. It looks like they're pretty content to be pushing up this. This is the west side. So let's have a quick look at the map and see what's going on. The reason we fight, they're pretty happy to fight up along here, is in the middle of your screen at the moment, around this area of the map. That's where Foy is. It's a big town that if you can take control of that, if the allies, the Only Boys, are able to take control over the middle of the map there, it gives them a good opportunity to sit on the sit on the side of flak battery and mount an attack both towards this side of flak battery and also push around the top. So look, it's a slow and considered approach. Obviously, they're spending a lot of time on defense and a lot of resources on defense at dugout. I'll tell you what, though, I have just seen on the map. We're going to move over here because it looks like the only boys have started to push up the right-hand side. Those of you that have played this game, Poot, you'd know this. It has that railway track out the right side, and it often gets neglected, and it's often a place where you can sort of sneak up and get some very good spawn points closer to flak battery than you think you should be able to.
Oh, mate, that's my favourite place. Yeah. So I run a half track down there because it gets neglected that much.
Oh, dude, 100%. I love it. And there's just the right amount of cover. It looks like, if you're looking out over it from flak battery, it looks like you've mostly got it covered. But all it means is you need to, if you're not looking for like 1 minute or 30 seconds, it gives them the opportunity to move between these two bits of cover. And there's a few good spots to get OPs out there. And if they can start mounting some sustained pressure from here onto flak battery, it means that the three busters will have to start moving stuff back and start dealing with defense a lot more, which takes people off offense.
Yeah, it shrinks their offensive attack because they're pulling people back. But I mean, you get some artillery smoke in there, and your guys are pushing up.
Iziki in chat has just said, flak battery is always a hard fight. Yeah, dude, 100% it is, isn't it, Poot? And Tattoo is surprised that 3G, I'm going to go with 3B is what we've gone with. We've gone with 3 busters for this. 3 Gary? 3 Gary, I like 3 busters a little more, I think. But surprised that they don't have massed Arty for the blue approach. Yeah, I feel like it was a bit of a soft game, but I'll tell you what, Hubert, Gobotron, and Crampy, looking at, have just managed to push up and take out that. That was huge. They've just taken out. Yeah.
They've just got Arty spots down as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So they're able to take this strong point. Destructoid's going to move up and see if he can't take them out. There isn't currently anybody that's going to be able to move up and deal with that. Let's get in and have a quick squeeze. Destructoid is going to be very aware that there's enemy in there. Taking a few shots from Gobotron, they missed. Destructoid taking out Gobotron. Hubert's going to be in support now.
That's 2.
Destructoid, there
3.
you go. That was a huge play from Destructoid, taking out Crampy and Hubert, basically nullifying their entire ability. But as we've been talking, mate, they have started taking the point. And as far as I can tell, that is purely on cap weight onto flak battery.
Oh man, this is not looking good.
It isn't it? It looks like... yeah, go ahead.
They're getting bullied, mate. They're getting pushed from both sides.
Yeah, they absolutely are. That push that we're just looking down the train tracks is probably going to provide the bulk of the assault at the moment on the point itself. But really what they've done is by pushing into Foy, they've, which is towards the top of your screen at the moment, what we're talking about, that's the place that I was pointing out towards the west before. By pushing into Foy, they've meant that 3 Power and Gary Busters have had to move a lot of their troops out away from the point, and that's allowed the Only Boys to just put extra cap weight into the sector.
Yeah, that Foy is a very important strategic point. You need that.
Big spawn wave here. As I've sort of said there, just as I've said that, there is another assault coming up that main road from Dugout Barn. That's right, I know English, I can use words. But yeah, they've sort of pushed a little bit of a front out that way. The good thing about that is, with the assault on Foy and 3 busters needing to push some of their red berries out towards the top of your screen, it sort of extends their line a bit and allows guys like Hugh Janus, Carporphorus to start moving up. Just as I say that, Hugh, sorry, I saw it, didn't see who that was, but somebody died to Artie just as I mentioned their name, and that's great, as of course is tradition.
I think if they get a good spot on this garrison up here,
yep.
Yeah, they're just slowly suffocating. If you take 4, it allows you to suffocate the enemy player.
Yeah, absolutely. It just provides that strong point to work off around the west of the map.
Well, it's like chess. If you control the middle of the board, you're in a good position.
Yep. Gobotron that we were talking about before has managed to move himself around the back. Let me just have a look at what's going on there.
That's an airhead on your left.
Where is the airhead and why?
To your right.
To the right. That is 2. That airhead is just gone down. Let's go over and have a look at that. Big spawn wave coming off at it before we get down there. that airhead is just gone down behind the house that we saw a Destructoid try and defend before. That's going to provide an excellent amount of push for the Only Boys in the Allied team to move straight into point. And with so many of the 3 busters moving away from it, they'll be able to push in.
We've got a couple of heavy tanks here as well. Mate, this is great.
Absolutely. This has been a very strong push. Jagdpanzer jumping out, doing a little bit of rep work. Let's have a look at what Jagdpanzer's looking at now. I love seeing this. He's looking at the map. Great.
Yeah, great. He's just checking his ass. Mate, what is going on here?
Jeez, I do wonder whether the 3 busters have marked that up, because look, that 76 Sherman's going to provide them a very good strong point to move straight into point. It's about halfway capped now. It is being flipped back and forward between...
He's spotted a tank.
Has he now?
Yep.
Excellent. Let's get back down there.
Oh.
Delicious. Manages to take out the tank. Let's get back to me. I didn't see what sort of tank that was, but the call out from him behind was absolutely delicious. It looks like, is that a Luke's? That
Panzer
is
II.
a
Yep.
Panzer II.
Yep, Luke's.
I can't stop saying Luke's. Panzer II sounds like the more formal way more formal words I should be using, but yeah, taking out the Luke's, which isn't too much of a danger. I don't even know whether the Panzer II can get any damage on a 76, even if it is from behind.
I think if you can shoot it in the engine enough times, you'll destroy the engine.
I feel like it'd have to be a lot. Like a lot.
It's really annoying to shoot a Panzer II, man. Like, even if it's shooting you in the front, it suppresses the shit out of you.
Yeah, that's very true. Jagdpanzer, Esky, and JM obviously having no jammers with that. They're just going to keep shelling the point now that they've dealt with the armor.
Much experience in that squad, man. Much experience.
Dude, some hella good players, right?
Oh, dude, those 3 have been together since... I think I started playing this game 5 years ago.
Yep. Oh, sweet Jesus. There you go. The infantry is going to keep pushing up. It looks like that airhead has run its course. OP's going down, so they're just going to use their OPs from now to just start putting sustained pressure on flak battery, and that's all they really need to do from here. Obviously, it looks like they've got a nice close spawn point to start pushing into point, but they don't need to. That sustained pressure will mean that 3 busters will have to maintain a presence on the point to keep dealing with this. And as long as they keep pushing out, that's all they need to do.
Well, like, they're slowly suffocating them, man. So they're pushing in ever so slightly, letting them come to them. They shoot them, and then they move in. Like, they're slowly suffocating them. It's really annoying to fight.
Yep, and the really low cooldown on OPs. What is it? It's 20 seconds on an OP spawn, isn't it?
20 seconds spawn wave.
Means you get to come in almost every 20 seconds, depending on timers and whatnot. But,
I used to run in for all my grenades, sprint to the front line. Yeah. If I get kills, I do. If I don't, I die.
There you go. That's NVS Beast. He is one hell of an OC player. We're going to follow him in and see what he's looking at. Obviously just covering off his angles, seeing whether or not he can see anybody. He hasn't died yet, which blows my mind. There you go, taking out Cork 96. And he's just going to be okay to do that. He doesn't need to push up. All he needs to do is just start doing some murder. And holding
that grand, man. That grand is a weapon.
Oh, it absolutely is. There you go, taking out Horsecock. That feels like something that only happens in a Hell Let Loose cast, is Envious Beast taking out Horsecock.
Oh, he's put his OP there as well.
Has he now? Well, he has too. Oh. That'll allow the rest of his squad to start pushing in there. You'd expect a bit of a flop from this, where he's popped this in. You'd expect a lot of the lads from other squads to start moving onto that OP. Big Z, that is Big Z, not Big D. Fuzzy, Gypsy Shark, Kragus, and Zyfair. They're pushing up that right side, just seeing if they can get a bit of width to try and deal with this assault that's coming from OC. They can get around the right-hand side. It does mean that they'll be able to, get around the backside and deal with this Only Boys assault. There you go. Fuzzy's moved around the back now, and that's exactly what they've done. Artie going in. Obviously ineffective because he's in the house.
Oh, what's happening over here?
I didn't see what happened.
Repair station got blown up.
disappointing that you can't use the enemy repair stations, but that tank is not looking entirely healthy. Jagdpants are in a bit of trouble. You'd hope that...
oh, there he goes.
What I was going to say is you'd hope that they get some an engineer in to repair that. What they didn't. There you go. Red Dragon just spawned in. I assume that the call went out to help. We need reps. There's an OP next to us. Not in time. Jagdpants going down. Hey, you can't win them all. I feel like he did some damn good work pushing up there.
Oh, I've seen many Shell take out more than one player.
Oh, I know. It's just absolutely carnage.
And I'm pretty sure I've seen him take out at least 3 tanks before this death. So
yeah,
he's got that fuel worth.
Absolutely. You reckon it was a good trade from him? Tadu said no Artie. Whilst they're assaulting there, and it's a bit of a stalemate, I might just move into the 3 parry Gary Buster's backline and see what we're doing in terms of artillery now. There you go, Horsecock. The lad that was on infantry. He's going to be the solo artillery player. I'm wondering, do they have specialised roles? Have they decided they just don't need to? Sounds like, I don't know whether you guys on stream can hear that, but he's doing some little minute adjustments. You can see him. He's got his little hand on the little adjuster. I feel like that's an unnecessary bit.
That's a big adjustment.
Yep. There you go. And he is going to start shooting. I don't know how effective it's going to be because it's going to be difficult to see. He's going to load himself. It looks like Jay and Repurpose are off to the right. They're probably just going to be hunting down nodes. Repurpose looks like she's moving up, putting down an OP.
There she goes.
She's going to go back and deal with that Artie because as a recon player, when you're in the backgrounds, in the backlines, you absolutely hear that. Goose indeed, Danny on Bundy. Welcome, my guy. She's going to go deal with that. But yeah, as a recon squad, you hear those guns going off from a mile away. We're going to follow Ree in, see if she deals with... Do you reckon she's going to be able to deal with Horsecock? I reckon she's probably going to have it covered just quietly.
This is just magic. She'll go back there. Give her a pistol, mate. Let's make it fair on Horsecock.
You reckon she should? Like, I feel like I should jump into their Discord and just go, hey, Ree, use a pistol. I want to see it. Put that carbine away.
Yeah. No, just I'll tell you what, give her the knife. Give her a knife.
What she doesn't know is there's a big spawn wave from the enemy tanker squad that's just come in. So she will be able to deal with Horsecock there, but just behind them is the enemy tank squad. There you go. Taking out Horsecock.
Headshot.
With a headshot.
She's just showing off there.
We couldn't hear it, but you know there was a delicious ding noise in her ears as she did that. But she's just going to be happy. She doesn't know that the tankers... We can see it, obviously, because we're watching an admin cam. We know that there's a tank squad behind it. Yes, they absolutely are. It looked like they were close, but what they're not is close. Horsecock's going to move up and see if he can't deal with this recon squad. He's going to be very, very sneaky. Mav has just spawned back as well, so it looks like they're absolutely going to try and deal with this recon push.
Yeah. They want this Artie back up, and I don't blame them. They need it.
Yeah, especially on Foy when there's very few angles of approach. How bad is it? Like, as somebody who's played this map far more than I have, Putang, you'd know that, geez, Artie on Foy is absolutely crucial, isn't it?
Oh, on the offensive maps or, like, if you use Artie for defense on Foy, you win 9 times out of 10.
Repurpose, taking out Horsecock with another headshot. Can I just... Can they put somebody else back here so I don't have to keep saying Horsecock? Please. Please.
Yeah. The name Horsecock, mate. Like,
oh, I know. I know. There is 50, just over 50 minutes left to go in this match. And that is the Gary Busters 3 para Artie. That's been silenced. Let's swing over the other side of the map. We're going to leave the middle for the moment, just because I'm pretty sure it's still a fair old stalemate. We're kind of where we were before. Still no assault on Dugout Barm. I'll tell you what. Who's that? Horsecock deciding what he needs to do is move across an open field.
Mate.
Why do we keep finding this guy and only this guy doing weird stuff?
I don't know, mate, but he's either got a massive ego, he's very vain, or he's trying to make up for lack of.
I love that he's in the middle of the field. He hasn't been shot at, but what he needs to do is give away his position in the middle of the field and start shooting.
He just doesn't care.
Nah, 0 fucks given. I don't know whether anybody's seen him yet.
This guy's care cup's empty. He just doesn't give a fuck.
Lots of 88 going down to Horsecock. Well, he's getting whatever he's doing's working. He's getting the kills. And he's just going to be pretty happy. He's going to put down his OP there. That could be actually pretty huge. Unless that gets dealt with, his entire squad is going to be able to start moving on to point.
Mate, this is magic.
Handpig's going to go down to him as well.
Oh, man.
Good lord. This has just been a solo push. I do need to remind you, my guy, we do need to pick him out of the match out of this. And so far, I'm not going to lie, horse pig or repurpose would be my picks. Lotsa, that's the second time he's done. Horsecock is going to take down. He's not. They finally dealt with it. Looks like Cortex managed to move back. And before he was able to deal with that garrison. Well, yeah. That'll be their main garrison.
The Gary goes hot.
Yep.
OC and Foy were there.
Tozzy has moved into the barn there. It doesn't look like he got the shout out about where the garrison is. With this many lads, you'd assume that there's going to be a shout out saying, hey lads, can we get back onto the point? Coconut Wiggy going down to Tozzy there. Lotsa, let's see if he's able to get a kill this time. All we've seen is that guy die. He's towards the right of your screen. Tozzy moving up through the middle now. It looks like he has got the shout out. There you go. Big spawn wave coming back. The shout out has gone out. Hey guys, we need to defend because there's infantry on our point.
And he has taken out 3 guys off that Gary.
Tozzy is just fucking dealt with that spawn ride. Reap Dog is the sniper player there. Fucking hell, Murder Train going down to Tozzy. Somebody's going to have to deal with this because otherwise he's just going to keep doing murder. Reap Dog going down. Horsecog's moved in. He knows exactly where the Gary is. With nobody else able to take this out. Fuck, that Gary on Dugout Barn's going to go down. And there it is, Horsecock. That was... Horsecock. That was fucking huge.
Man, this is going backwards real quick for the...
This is going to start looking super dicey. Yeah.
Only boys.
Fucking hell, we're about 50 minutes left to go in this match. That is 50 minutes left to go in this match. And the three busters have managed to push some lads into point. What you can't see, what we were looking at before is they're pushing from here. That little weird radio thing you can see towards the middle of your screen is their OP, which is a squad spawn point. So it means they're going to be able to put some sustained pressure onto Dugout Barn. Unless the Only Boys are able to deal with that, it's going to be an issue for them.
Yeah, right now, if the 3 busters actually knew how to clown car, we would be in serious trouble.
Well, I'm not too sure. It does look like I'm not too sure about their
coordination.
They might have moved people into the squad, but obviously what we're talking about is clown OPs, which is when you put an OP down and you can basically make the whole team spawn from it. Clown OP because it looks like the clown's getting out of the proverbial car, and it just looks like the entire team spawns from such a small point. But there you go, Tozzy still doing some fucking murder.
Man, this guy he's ripping shit up.
Yeah, absolutely. And he sort of managed to get that little bit of cover towards the back end of the point. After taking down the Gary, he's going to have that cover and be able to hold off those Only Boys counterattacks onto this.
There has been looking like the Only Boys.
Let's have a squeeze. There is one in front of Dugout Barn. That's what we were looking at before. Behind the train, on the train lines towards the right of it. And there is one off to the fields to the left as well. Behind that, there is one just in the Bezro-Foyd sector, but it is a fair way back, so spawning off that will be a bit of a long run. And that's what we're looking at, my guy. There has been a request from chat, Poop. We need to call them G3.
G3? Okay.
They're G3, so we're going to call them G3?
Yeah,
that's what we're going to go with? G3, I think that works.
G3, that's much better. Oh, those are the arty shots, man. They've found the opening.
Let me have a look. It doesn't look like it's been marked up yet, but they have been told that that's where the majority of the lads are spawning from. Tell you what, Horsecock decided not to continue the attack. He's just going to jump back in. He's just yeeted himself. He's just noped the fuck out of there and decided to try a different angle of attack. And going down there, you'd assume that somebody has seen him spawn in that OP there, and they'll start moving up to try and deal with that. Big spawn again, GB2. Gandalf the White going down. Horsecock. Handpig looks like he's moving up to the right. Horsecock's the last one left. Yeah, they have seen it. Lieutenant Dixon taking out Horsecock there, and before he died to that tank, that is the that was was that a tiger? Was that a tiger? Or was that a Panzer IV?
Panther.
That was a Panther. Sloped front. That's how you can tell a Panther. The Panther going down. That OP it has been taken down now, so no more spawning from there. Gremlin Shoes is going to move up just in case it was still there. It's not, so he can take position there, and that's going to be the end of the G3 assault on on dugout barn for now. It was fairly effective whilst it lasted. The good thing about that is getting that many lads back, Putang, means that they do have to drag people off attack.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly it. So, as you can see now, they've actually pushed up the train line.
Yep, they have.
So, that little counter-attack that they did has pulled Only Boys back to the start. They have to start the grind all over again.
Yeah, they do.
You know, it's just how this game plays. You have to start your grind again. Smoke and nade and run.
I'll tell you what, they are getting very close on this set of buildings. This set of buildings is fairly crucial for either side. Obviously crucial for the Only Boys to hold dugout barn because it really is the closest bit of cover they have to be able to launch an attack from the G3 side. So they just started moving up there. It looks like they were NVS Beast, Just Glassing, Leroy Jenkins. Very good lads playing for the Only Boys. Managed to deal with that. So you'd assume they'll start trying to push out from there just to maintain that sector control and mean that they can't run up and establish a foothold in these couple of buildings here. Big Nicholas spawning in. Camo coming in support now. It looks like the shout out has happened. Hey guys, we've got a bunch moving down the rail track and there's the arty going in as well just to provide them a little bit of support. Obviously we know that there's nobody there, but the artillery doesn't.
They're actually pushing the arty back every shot.
So
they're walking it backwards. Yeah. So they're trying to cover their infantry moving up.
As we've been talking, this assault for the Only Boys has really started moving into point. I'm wondering what sort of spawn points they've got that are allowing them to do that. The answer to that, of course, is exactly none. It looks like they've just moved in, into point. I wonder if they've managed to take out the garrison that's here. Carp Porphyros, one hell of a player for Only Boys. One hell of a player. I'm just waiting to see if we can catch a spawn wave to see where their Gary is. But Carp Porphyros, he's gonna sit around and try and do some murder, but really, he's not going to be able to provide that sustained pressure without a spawn point to be able to spawn from. Well, as I say that, he manages to take down Adelaide just then, the lad we saw running after the truck at the start of the match. Fuzzy just over in the next bit of cover there. Carp is reloading. It's going to be these two lads. They won't know exactly where each other are, but Fuzzy will know that he's there. He's seen him now. Headshot. Fuzzy taking down Carp Porphyros. We knew that couldn't last. He was surrounded on all sides. But look, as we said before, just pushing lads into point makes them think about it and means they have to push lads back.
Well, being on the ground there, if you see one person in point, you think there's more.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, there's no way they've done this long flanking run around. There is no way. They've spawned from somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. And it pulls players back. That's why it's important to have recon, not just at the back at artillery, but, around the point.
Yeah, exactly. Recon really does have that dual role. Just as I've said that, I think I've just spotted there is an OP that's moved up into that house that we said was fairly crucial before. So they're just gonna keep pushing from there, see if they can't try and push it out. That's a bit of arty smoke going in, just to provide them a little bit of cover as they move into point. Carp Porphyros spawning back in, just Glassing moving off towards his left. NVS Beast is in front of him. And they're going to provide most of, as I says his name, Carp Porphyros dying again, of course.
That arty smoke is scary, man, when you see it coming up.
Oh, it is, isn't it? There is so much of it. It's scary because, my GPU's starting to overheat. And scary because, there's a good chance there's a bunch of infantry using it for cover to move into the point that you're covering. Nicholas going down there. It looks like 3G has managed to sort out this defense, and they've called lads back. There you go.
Well, we're back to where we were about 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, sometimes the Foy can feel a match on Foy can feel a bit like the Somme, I find. You just sort of establish your lines of defense and establish your trench lines and just do murder, and nobody can really. It really takes that one moment of bravery. I feel like I'm talking about a video game. It's not that brave, but yeah, that one moment and that one squad that provides that point of attack that really changes the battle for the entire team.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's just it on Foy. It's just a big open map.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really hard to do sneaky stuff. I thought it was Foy Night. I was hoping. But
God, I haven't casted one on night yet. I don't know whether I'm looking forward to it or not.
well, us as admins and having the game, I think it'll be easy for us.
Just give me the ability to turn off fog, thanks.
Yeah, please turn off fog.
I'll tell you what. What we're looking at the moment, these red berries. This is the back lines for the Only Boys. This has been a big spawn wave come off. I can't see what sort of spawn point it is. We're just gonna have a quick look around, see if we can catch a. Can it be a Gary? Where are we? It can just be a Gary around here. It's just in the point. But geez, that's going to be difficult for the Only Boys to deal with unless they've been able to find it.
Well, they've got their lighthouses up. Yep, there's a spawn just in front of you to your right by the mill. And to your left.
Left? Oh, by this thing?
Yep. By your grain holder.
There we go. There's their Gary. That is exactly what they're spawning off. And it doesn't look like it's been marked up by the Only Boys at this stage. There is an artillery marker requesting artillery on the spot, but yeah, nothing suggesting that they know where that garrison is at the moment.
Well, we'll have to see what this push does. This does look scary though.
It does look worrying, and it's coming from an angle that they're absolutely not expecting. Toby the Toaster, Gandalf the White, Horsecock, and GBI 02. They're going to provide the bulk of this push in there. The cap weight has started to go towards the 3G side now.
Oh, like you said, it takes one special thing to happen.
Yep, and that'll just be a. I'll tell you what, that is a
tank.
Right, is that a tiger?
That's Panzer IV.
God damn it! Do they have any tigers?
Probably not since the Panthers are back.
Oh, I know. I love a good tiger tank. But, with a tank and that artillery push, this is going to be difficult for the Only Boys to deal with. Let me just have a look at what their spawn points are doing. They do have the spawn point bang in Bunnings, as far as I can tell. Let's get in and have a look at where that's at.
I feel like a mass redeploy is about to happen.
For Only Boys to try and deal with this, yeah. I feel like the shout-out would have gone down.
Oh, I think it would have gone down as soon as it started tilting.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right.
And
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Cap weight's just started to go in favour of Only Boys now. It does look like they are aware that the assault is coming from the south. And they're the red berries, you can see, towards the middle of your screen now. It is difficult. Once they've sort of got this line of cover that you can see towards the middle, which is all those ridge lines and those buildings that you can see in the middle here. Once they've got that, it is a freaking hard fight to move them out of there.
Oh, please, artillery, hit it.
Oh, I know. As soon as you see them grouped up like this, you're like, come on!
Oh,
artillery's going in behind. There's a bombing run going in from behind. That will be a Only Boys bombing run. It has taken out a few. I don't know whether it's taken out any of their spawn points. There you go. Garrison is still up, and it's managed to leave the Gary. Okay, so they'll be able to keep spawning in, but it has taken out. It has taken the sting out of it for now. As we're talking, the next point, Flak Battery, has started to be taken by Only Boys. So it looks like
massive. Oh, this is
that's
massive.
absolutely huge. That's absolutely huge. Obviously, they flopped a lot of those lads to push onto Dugout Barn, but what they haven't done is left enough people on defense. A couple have just spawned in there. That will be an OP providing the bulk of their defense. I don't know where their Gary is because I can't look it up on map because we don't have anybody in that.
Oh, this is good counterplay.
Hubert taking out Fuzzy and Virus.exe.
I think if Only Boys were to clown car onto this point now.
Let's have a look what they're doing in terms of OPs. They do have the one OP very close on point, and they do have a couple around the back. So they have the ability to put a fair bit of weight on this. I'm not sure. They might be waiting until they've dealt with the garrison. I'm not sure whether there's been a Gary shout out yet. I'm not seeing any.
I'm not 100% either. Oh, look at all the red berries. Where are they spawning? Because they're not spawning on point. I feel like
you're absolutely right. They've spawned back at one of their defensive Garys back here. There it is in the middle of your screen. So I'm assuming they've taken the they've taken that garrison on point. You'd assume that we'd love to see Only Boys start pushing the bulk of their forces up here, because if they can put cap weight in here, it's not going to be required. There you go. That is German supplies going down. Airborne Kiwi, the commander, is on point at the moment. He's going to get a Gary just to try and give his lads somewhere to spawn that's a little bit closer.
Man, this is not looking good for 3B.
No.
G,
3G? 3G.
3G. Oh,
there we go. We can hear him. He's put down the Gary now. Their entire team needs to spawn on that point to save this one now. If Only Boys are able to flip this, that Gary's going to go down too. Actually,
they are going to flip it.
I do lie. When this point flips, that garrison is still going to be in their blue zone. Ooh, so the very smart placement by Airborne Kiwi there, because he's assumed this point is going to go down. So he's given his lads a chance to counter-attack and retake it.
Well, I think we've just been told by Sport Billy there that there's more than one horse cock, apparently.
Really? Good. Excellent.
Well, that's good. We're not going crazy.
Hawks has just come in with the comment of there you go, the point has just flipped to Only Boys. Flak battery, one hell of a point to take, going down to the OC Foy Boys conglomerate there. There you go. You'd assume what we like to see here is Only Boys will start consolidating the point, start pushing out that sector control that they're genuinely well known for. Actually, as I said, that's the spawn wave from G3 has come in, and they've started to put the cap weight back the other way. Still no, it's contested currently, but still no garrison on flak battery for Only Boys. There is one down towards the south, but it does look like the bulk of their forces have redeployed, and they're going to start pushing up on pushing into flak battery. There, as I said that, the garrison has gone down on flak battery, and even though the artillery is firing on there, you'd assume that we'll see a big spawn wave come in, and they'll start to defend this point.
Any second now.
I know. I'm waiting. I'm hovering over the Gary, waiting.
Any second. Oh, there's a little one.
Spawn wave from the OP to your right. That'll start turning it back towards OC Foy Boys there.
Oh, they know where the Gary is.
They do absolutely know where the Gary is. The artillery's coming down on it as well. It feels like the artillery stopped it just the wrong moment. Oh! Rockets going across. They're going to be ineffective. Good bunch of cap weight going down there. What are we looking at? It looks like a Tozzy towards the top of your screen. And that 3G push towards the top of your screen is going to be the bulk of their forces trying to retake this point. It is being defended currently, so cap weight is currently towards Only Boys direction, and we have 32 minutes and 56 seconds left on this match.
Man, this it's close.
This is good. This has been a hell of a match. I do often worry that another big spawn wave, just getting the bulk of their forces in now to start defending this and start holding off this 3G counter push onto the point.
Well, it's exactly how it's meant to be played.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
You capture the point, you hold the point, you push out from them.
Yep.
You can't cap and then push out. That's not how it works.
Bunt pace feels genuinely bad in my mouth to say. Dying to Artie there, Jesus Christ. That was just that Artie took out everybody. Nobody gets to play. Fuck you. Artie takes out everyone.
No such thing as friendly Artie, my friend.
Hugh Janus has obviously been told that there's a good amount of infantry coming from that way. He's doing the old Archer suppressive fire down that way, just seeing if he can keep their heads down. I can't tell from here whether or not he can pick out targets, but from that distance I'd say he's just trying to put some fire down there. Let them know that he's there, put a bit of suppression on.
That's magic, mate. It keeps their heads down.
Yeah. And until you get utterly goddamn destroyed by Artie, it does.
yeah, exactly.
I think that one thing that's really underrated with the machine gun play is when you've got that those machine guns providing that fire, it gives a point that the rest of your team can work off. Yeah. So if your machine gun's sitting down, just providing suppressive fire, you know the entire enemy team can hear you and knows where those bullets are coming from. So they'll be maneuvering around trying to deal with that. And whilst they're doing that, it gives the rest of your squads the ability to move off you and work off you to try and deal with those enemy squads that are coming in.
Oh, dude, like having your machine gunner suppress a squad while you push up on them is just the best thing.
It's golden, and you know that machine gun is going to get shot because he's such an obvious target.
Yeah, but while they're trying to shoot him through suppression, you're getting closer and closer. I've seen it happen time and time again. Whole squads get wiped out by 2 players because they've got a machine gun to suppress them.
Dude, 100%. It's the old, I don't know whether you played any of the older World War II games. What was it called? Not Band of Brothers. But they talk about you need to get a base of fire and then you have flanking squads move around the side and that's how you win a battle.
Probably Band of Brothers, one of them. Or Brothers in Arms.
Brothers in Arms sounds about right.
Yeah, there was Hill 400, Highway to Hell, and
that's exactly the game I was thinking about. Thank you very
Airborne,
much.
Yeah.
Thanks very much for not letting me hang in on that one.
No, I still play them.
I'll tell you what, I should go back and grab that again. I remember enjoying them. There you go. What we're looking at the moment is Only Boys sorting out their defense. There is a big 3G push coming from, it's exactly what we were talking about before, coming from the west of Flak Battery. Yes, it does have some open fields just before it, but if you can take that, it just allows you to put that weight on and gives people on the point, as we were saying before, another angle they have to think about.
Once again, it looks like artillery's hitting it pretty hard though.
I might just go back and have a look at what the Only Boys artillery looks like. I don't think we've been back there nearly enough this match. Not far back enough? Got to go further back.
It's because the artillery's been on a bit.
It has been? It has been. Don't mind me whilst I get hideously and horribly lost. I am not finding our artillery. Are they just not shooting?
You're looking at trees.
I am looking at trees. Too far, too far. We're going back this way. There you go. That's airborne. That's going to be Pariah with his subs truck.
Yep.
There we go. We'll get back there eventually.
There he goes. With the blue dots.
Don't mind me whilst I get horribly and hideously lost around the place.
Jet's going to give you shit for that one.
Oh, don't even get me started. I fucking swear. There you go. Taliban Crash Marine providing that artillery defense. And looks like Sherkle, good OC lad that. Shirley is just going to keep firing the artillery.
Mate, he has been practicing all day.
Oh, and fucking loves
you can, mate, you can see it in his accuracy of where he is shooting.
Yeah, and I think this has been a big match for artillery. We've seen it deal with so many enemy assaults already. Jagdpanzer, Esky and JM picking up that tank. That's going to be a 75, if I'm not mistaken. And they're going to start driving that up to get it into the action. There you go. That is the Only Boys artillery. Let's get back up there and have a look at what's going on, shall we?
Let's go have a nosy. See how this point's progressed.
Dugout barn. We don't need to worry about that. It does look like it's going to be a fight over our flak battery at the moment. Not too much of an assault going down for the Only Boys at the moment. The biggest you can see is they're doing exactly what we were talking about before. Moving up that main road from Dugout Barn and just trying to dislodge the 3G lads from the west of Flak Battery is what we were saying. They can dislodge them from there. It sort of cuts off that entire angle of assault for them. So that's going to be Mirage and Jelly Bear, tip of the spear lads, just shooting. They don't mind if they die. They'll have spawn points nice and close behind them. Jelly, as we call out our name, of course is tradition. Jelly Bear goes down. Mirage is going to swing back and just hold there. He knows all he needs to do is stay alive, murder some people, and provide some fire on the point. That's it. That's all he needs to do.
That's exactly it. As long as the Only Boys don't overextend now, I think.
GBI taking out 17 Jaeger there. But yeah, it looks like Only Boys are pretty happy at the moment to just slowly push out from point. They know that at this stage, the 3G team, Poot, has everything to win or lose. It's incumbent on them to take back the next 2 points, or the Only Boys will win this one.
This is some danger close artillery I've got coming down. That was a friendly marker there.
That was too. I wonder if they've moved it up just a little bit too close. You'd assume that's got to be the 3G Artie coming in and dealing with the point itself there, right?
I'd hope so.
Yeah. It's not Crashy, he's just got his calculations wrong.
I hope he's got his calculator out.
So it's funny there. You just saw the that Artie taking down one of the G3 lads, GBI 02 there. So
Yeah.
I do wonder. It's too much artillery for Crashy to be doing on his own. Whilst there's nothing happening on
It was
point,
3 of us down.
let's head back and have a squiz at there, Artie, and see what they're doing back this way. GBI 7. I love that they've just dispensed with all names and just gone, no, we're GBI. That's it.
GBI 7.
GBI 7 really doesn't let me, doesn't give me, why can't I find the artillery again? God damn it. Do they have anybody on artillery?
It's in the middle HQ. And to the right.
There's their Artie. Yeah. There's the spawn point. So they don't have anybody on artillery, which means that entire artillery barrage is going to be from, the only boys. Horsecock 666. I'll tell you what. You know what? There are a lot of horsecocks in here. I'm going to go with, they're fucking with me. They've all just named themselves horsecock for this, but fuck it.
Oh.
So, Poot, can you just explain what we just saw? Because that rocket, obviously, wasn't coming from very close, because there aren't that many lads that close to the point. How was that rocket so accurate on artillery? That was an only boys rocket.
Look, my friend, that's a trade secret. We don't tell anyone how to do those shots.
Oh, yeah. Go. There we go. We've got to keep something to ourselves.
But look, I'll tell you something. It's over 500 meters away.
Delicious, isn't it? There you go. Obviously, that's something that's been pretty big. I feel like it is a trade secret in OCE, but in the international casting community, it is something that's well talked about. The ability to do those long-range shots is absolutely huge and can be crucial in taking out artillery. It means you don't have to use your recon squad to move back there.
Exactly. It frees up your recon squad to do recon jobs.
Yep.
Take out enemy Garys, take out nodes. The stuff you don't want your normal squads doing.
So there's a big 3G push right now coming from behind. Where are we on the map at the moment? If you look towards the middle of your screen, that's Flak Battery, and that's the point we're currently fighting over. It does look like the majority of the fight is to our south, however. Toba the Toaster, what a hell of a player. Hot Sauce, Red Dragon, Jelly Bear, and Major Mess. Looks like they're pushing out, because there will have been a call out that there are lads coming from down here. Is that a... nope, that's supplies back there.
Yeah.
Taken out by artillery. Lads, you don't need to worry about it. Artillery's got him covered.
Man, our artillery has been on fire.
It has been. Who do you think we're looking at for man of the match at the moment? Who would be your pick?
At the moment, that push from Gubertron and his squad at the start of the game.
Yeah, it was huge.
That was massive. The 3-man squad took out a squad and got into a great position.
But then, I think you have to give Destructoid props as well.
He came in and took all of them out by himself.
Yeah, there's been some huge plays so far. Do we give Crashy? Who was it?
I think it's Shirkle.
Shirley. Do we give Shirley man of the match so far? Just for his use of Artie has been absolutely huge.
At the moment, I'm looking at giving it to Shirkle just because of his use of artillery.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's been massive. I mean, you can't take anything away from the other lads that have been playing today. Like,
we haven't seen...
the tank plays from Jaeger and Hawkeye and Bar and the rest of them has just been massive. They've been wiping the floor with their tanks.
Right.
It's just been incredible.
We did just see Flak Battery, obviously the point we're fighting over at the moment. We did see it become contested, and it is being taken back by GBI. G3, sorry.
Well, they're coming up that train track side, the neglect side.
Yeah, so, and I'll tell you what, there are a lot of lads back. It looks like they could be going to that quick roll to start taking both points at the same time.
This is
going to look dicey. That said, dugout barn. There's just the recon squad with Gobertron sitting behind there.
Yeah, Gobertron won't let him take it.
You say this, but Ree, does he know he's there? Ree's going to get the jump on him. Gobertron obviously dealing with that. Ret disabled. Let's get back over and have a look at Flak Battery, because we can't neglect the point that's literally being taken by GBI at them, by 3G at the moment. Whew.
This is
halfway
nice.
taken. let's have a look at what their spawn points are doing. There is a garrison. The closest garrison is towards the bottom right of G4. If flak battery gets taken, that will absolutely be taken out.
Have they hit that with a reinforce?
They have not hit that with a reinforce. As you said that, the reinforce going down. And it looks like that's going to be enough to contest it.
That's...
It's still being taken.
It's enough time, enough to buy a little bit of time though.
Yeah.
That's all you need, is time.
Woo. Hoots, this has been one hell of a match.
They're putting up a fight, mate. I didn't expect this game to be easy for the Only Boys.
No. Especially with teams like 3Para and GBI playing. Just Glassing, completely unaware that Tozzy is there. He's going to move around the corner, taking him out, and getting taken out himself.
Well, I think this is going to fall to GBI and 3Para.
I think you're absolutely right. Unless they're able to get lads back, like, absolutely now. It's contested now. Jeff briefly went contested with that spawn wave from the Only Boys. They're the blueberries you're seeing in the middle of your screen. They're going to push back and see if they can't completely retake this. But I'll tell you what, we watched him do it before. The bulk of this push has come from Airborne Kiwi and that spawn point he put down before.
Mate, yeah, it's all come from there. It's pushing off this train track. That's the only way to get back into this point.
Yep, that's slowly. It's just being defended
man.
This point in time. This is a hard... great grenade. That was probably Crampy or Cortex that threw that one out. I didn't see exactly who. OP there, getting Tozzy and Horsecock one back into the fight. I want to know who they are. I want to know who the Horsecocks are. That really came out.
I'll put a post up in the GBI thing, so...
That came out wrong. There we go. Sore loser. They're going to keep pushing into point. It's still being defended. Somehow, the Only Boys have managed to push back in. It's still being defended. It's about halfway capped, and it looks like that's where they're going to hold it for now.
They have done a great job.
Woo!
Pulling this back up. They've done a great job.
Let's have a look at what Jagdpanzer's doing. A little bit of long-range tanking, it looks like. Nope, that was a tank corpse that I managed to go and have a look at then. More tank corpses. More tank corpses. That's right, what a dig. Yeah, I know. Sweet Jesus. Alright, we're not seeing too much from Jagdpanzer. He knows he's got infantry all around him, so let's switch back to me. And I'll tell you what, the bulk of that 3G assaults has been taken out. Only Boys scraping through by the skin of their teeth through that one. Still, they've managed to push them off. We're good, Poots.
How's the West looking?
How is
the West looking? Are they pushing back up their road?
They are Only Boys, but it looks like with that emergency call, as we were talking about before, it looks like when the call said, "Hey, get back to point and fucking now," looks like they've taken the bulk of the lads off this left-hand side. That said, with that spawn point that was nice and close, it looks like the 3G side has just gone ahead and assumed that they were going to take the point and move their lads off that left-hand side as well. So it's a bit of a running battle at the moment.
Assumptions, mother of all fuck-ups there.
Absolutely it is. Cortex going down. So Major Mess is going to be the last lad pushing up from there. Plenty of grenades going off. But yeah, if you're looking at flak battery at the moment, that sector control has now been pushed out. Mirage, Drosaurus and Gremlin have managed to push up sort of that next little hedge line.
Oh, this is dangerous.
This is absolutely dangerous. If they can take that, that'll completely delete their ability, the G3's ability to push straight onto point like they did last time. It looks like Only Boys have learnt their lesson. George Saurus missing the rocket on Big Z just then. They're just going to have to fight it out with guns. Nope, he's going to reload. He's going to... Big Z
hit him with a shovel, please.
I want to see a shovel kill.
Hit him with a shovel.
There you go. Big Z getting around on the arse end of him there. Gremlin Shoe's not aware, but somebody avenged George Saurus by taking him out. There you go.
Mate, well, this is going to defeat the... This is going to defeat 3G, man.
Yeah.
If they don't have a front line, there's nothing. You just walk through.
Yep.
And looking at this,
I'll tell you what, that push we were talking about, Just Glass and Joshua Tree and Govatron have managed to push up. They've sort of taken that copse of that woods just towards the east of Cobra Approach. They're not going to push in from here. You'd assume that these guys will just be pretty happy to hold down this area from here and just provide that threat off to the side. Wait for the rest of the team to find an angle of approach. They can be the fulcrum that the rest of the team can work off.
Spawn wave.
Oh, you're absolutely right. Spawn wave, was that a... there you go. That's the garrison. That's the garrison for Only Boys, and they're going to push lads up into this woods and cut off this entire attack from the G3 side. They're running out of time. They're running out of time, Poots. 15 minutes and 30 seconds left. Look, it still could go either way, but they've got a lot of work to do.
It won't be easy taking their last point. Once you start the cap, it's fine. But until that point, they got a tank there now. This push is done.
I think the push is done, but what I'd assume is, I wouldn't see that these guys will be happy to just sorry, that is the Blueberries, the Only Boys team that you're looking at and the tank is currently shooting at. They're going to be pretty happy just to hold down that area, I'd assume.
Oh, yeah. Holding down that area pulls enemy players towards you. Yeah. Because they don't want you in their territory, they want you out. So they're going to be spawning at the bottom HQ and trying to push back through the woods to them. That'd be my assumption.
Gremlin Shoe's taking down Johnny Red just before he gets taken down himself by Bear Blades. Bear Blades? Bear Blades. I've got to stop saying Bear Blades. It's clearly Bear Blades. So it looks like 3G done pretty good job of G3, 3G. We'll go with 1. G3. Have done a pretty good job of taking back this side, which they, as you were saying, they really needed to do.
Yeah, if they don't have control of the side, they've got no front line. Yeah, if you lose your front line, you're going to lose the game every time. I've seen it happen many games where your front line changes to the west or something. And
just as you said that was some Only Boys artillery that just took out like 4 dudes at once just then. Delicious.
Look, man, Circle's just, yeah.
Been marked up as a Gary. It's been marked up for Artie. Everybody's just said, hey, just shell the living crap out of this. Rule Draco, Beefy Sausage, and who is that? Reap Dogs?
Reap Dog?
Reap Dogs and our friend of the stream, Jelly Bear. Pushing up and seeing if they can take advantage of this Artie that's absolutely tearing up the G3 lads. Crampy moving up on a different angle. GBI 7. Good lord, look at that. Artie is doing some work. I want to see how many kills he's got at the end of the match. Old mate Sherkle.
Oh, mate Sherkle's got to have a nice combat score.
I reckon he does. But yeah, there you go. That's the west of Flak Battery that's been dealt with. We've just seen the north dealt with. The west is going down now. Spawn Wave just went off. They managed to take out the lads, but what did they leave? They left an OP. So that little radio thing in the center of your screen is the OP that they all just spawned off. And they'll push out and see if they can't take control of this little building complex.
Marshall the Destroyer is Jack there.
Is Jack there? I don't know who Jack is. Yeah. I don't know who Marshall the Destroyer is. Can't find Artie. Out of the clan! Yeah. Love you too, Tats. There's many reasons I should be kicked out of the clan. I feel like that's not entirely the worst of them, though.
Weren't you the one that marked up all the Artie, or was that... No, that's someone else.
Nope. Wasn't me.
Alright, what's happening?
Basically, what we're seeing at the moment is most of the points aren't being defended. So, Flak Battery is right here. There is a skeleton crew from Only Boys dealing with it. The bulk of the forces have moved up to the north. That stuff we were looking up at the moment, just previously. And they're going to be trying to deal with that sort of forward defense. If they can deal with the G3 assault that's coming from here, it means they don't even have to worry about the point, to be honest.
That's that front line fighting that we were talking about before.
Exactly what you were talking about before, Poots.
You need that front line, man.
Oh, that's
a sneaky.
Was a sneaky AP gun, AT gun.
Yeah,
There's no more though, because the 3-power tank of Trigger, Centurion, and Pinky decided it didn't want any of those AT guns in its rear. So that's a pretty important tank for them. If it can sit there and just provide their infantry with something to work off onto this point, it could do some actual work. Let me just have a look. We do have a Hawkeye, Lord Boone, and Bar sitting in the 76 just behind Flak Battery. They're going to be pretty content to sit up there and just deal with any tanks they can see from that angle.
They holds their flank as well.
Yeah.
Man, having that. Oh, that's a yeah.
That is absolutely a G3 airhead going down. Rule 303 looks like he's moving towards it.
I think that tank is covering it. Yep. It's been marked up. They know it's here.
Yep. So that could be huge. That's a G3 airhead going down. It's been marked up. Lieutenant Dixon is moving up that way. Artie going in to try and deal with it. Somebody's got to get close because we're going to see a spawn wave come off that, and we could see Flak Battery be in some genuine trouble. Fiercey's moving up. Spawn wave.
Come on, spawn wave.
It's just been taken down.
Nope, still there.
Big spawn wave from G3 going off. We're going to see a little bit of trouble. Not one of them has gone down yet. Cortex moving up to the right. He must have seen all of those lads. Cortex going down to one of the Horsecocks. Horsecock 1. Fuzzy. A little bit of that spawn wave's been dealt with, but tell you what, they're going to have to move and take out this airhead. Otherwise, this is going to be some very sustained pressure. Artie's moving around to try and see whether it can take out that, but it did miss everyone. There you go. Got a couple that time. That's a little bit of carnage for you. Fun case. That feels gross in my mouth to say. Managed to put out of it. Biddy, Jimmy the Hand, and Adelaide. They're going to push up. Big artillery there. But the airhead's going to remain.
The airhead can. I'd leave it there now. If artillery's zeroed in on it, let them spawn and waste their time.
Yep, another one going down to Artie there. They're pushing out. That is 4 lads that have found themselves in a little bit of cover. The point is contested, so that airhead pretty fucking effective. Big bombing run going down. That's probably not going to help them staying alive. Airhead's gone down. That spawn wave you just saw was coming off an OP. This is huge.
The airhead is no more.
The airhead is no more, but I feel like it did its job. It gave them a chance to get their OPs off, and the only people on point are the 3G lads now. That's Biddy and Adelaide finding a little bit of cover. It's going to be incumbent on the only boys to push up. Jimmy the Hand, Centurion, Toby the Toaster, 3 para suits managed to spawn. This point could flip. I do wonder though, is this too little too late?
I mean, we've got 8 minutes to go. It's never too late. You got 5 minutes left in the game. You can double tap.
Yep.
It's not impossible.
This defense of Jelly, Hot Sauce, Crampy, and Leroy Jenkins provides the bulk of the only boys pushing up. Towards the left, we've got the Commander in 3 Pariah in Pariah, and this is the tank with this is Bar's tank, Lord Boone, Hawkeye.
The defensive tank.
The defensive tank? Yeah, absolutely. It's going to push in. It does know it. Well, it did have Jelly Bear that was creating a repair station on the right. It's not going to have it anymore. I don't know what happened to that tank, but I feel like explosions shouldn't throw it that far in the air. That was our other tank. I'm assuming that was Jag Panzer's tank going down. It's got a little bit of cover from that dead tank that's in front of it, and it's going to hope that that's going to be enough.
I have no idea what's happening here with these tanks, man.
I know. They just ran on top of each other, didn't they?
Yeah, I'm a little bit confused at what happened there. I mean, the tank's getting good kills. Yeah, look at it.
Bar's tank is just going to start reversing out. He knows all he needs to do is start provoking. Oh, big shot, man. Taking out like 3 or 4 of them.
That was Artie.
Was it?
This is Sherkle, man. Sherkle's Artie's just... Yeah, that was a tank shot. That is Artie, man. But there looking at this... Where's our spawn?
Do we have a spawn? We don't have a spawn on Flak Battery. This is gonna flip. The G3 assault is, I think it's gonna be enough.
I think I'd give it to them.
This is gonna be 6.5 minutes, and we're gonna be back to the middle point at Dugout Barn.
I think now I'd give it to them. Like you're not gonna get it. You're not gonna defend it.
No.
But get everyone onto Dugout.
I think that's exactly what they've done. There you go. That is a big defensive force that is pushed back. What I don't like to see is the entire team going back. So guys like Draco are still, as I say his name, he of course gets brutally murdered. That's what we do around here. We give people shout outs on stream and watch them horribly die exactly at the same time we say it.
It's commentator's curse, my friend.
Yeah, absolutely. Envious Beast, Leroy Jenkins, Gobotron, they're pushing back from that assault they had on Cobra approach. They're going to start putting some pressure. They're going to start putting pressure on. This game is all going to be about. This is going to be all about dugout barn.
It's last 5 minutes of the game. It's always when everyone gets hit.
This is fucking tense. I know, mate. I know it's supposed to be like it's literally supposed to be like a saying, but I am literally on the edge of my seat.
Oh mate, it's a good game. They've done well, huge. But I don't see 3G taking dugout.
No.
They used everything on flak battery.
They've already used their airhead. They've used their bombing run.
Yep.
And they've used a lot of their lads to try to push in there. So we did see before they do have their recon squads in behind. That is Rie and Lamode. Hit the I don't know what that name is.
Hit the streets.
Hit the streets. Thank you very much for sorting that one out for me. This is the Gerberman's Vapo and Suicide moving in with this 76. That's going to provide a little bit of extra defense. Jeez. If you're only boys, you just go, right, we're defending this. Hold the fucking line, lads. That's what we're doing from here.
Look, if they just do what they do in the BPL,
yep,
sector control, push out, have that little bit of sector control.
Yep, and that's exactly what we're seeing at the moment, isn't it, Poots? Hot Sauce and Dracovax pushing out towards the left side. See if they can hold down that area. Gremlin Shoes, Crampy, George Saurus, and the rest of the lads, Murder Train, Reap Dog, and Hubert, and they're going to try and hold off that right side. By pushing out there, it just allows them to control that sector and gives them, it means before the enemy is able to push onto the point itself, they have to push through those lads. And just saying those names, Poots, they are some very good players.
They are some great players, but great players get killed by artillery all the time.
The bane of the infantryman's existence, the artillery. Before this kicks off for the last 3 minutes, I'm just going to get back and see if I can't have a look at Artie and see. It is still Shirley and Sully, the Artie lads. You know what? Sherkle and Sully and Sully. Shirley, he's Shirley. What I think we're going to have to do, because I do know Sully has been back here, and he's a damn good artillery lad himself.
I think we're just going to have to give a squad of the match, and I think it'll have to be the Artie.
Yep, I think you're absolutely right. Let's get back in 3 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. Lamode pushing up. Crash Marine going down to Lamode there. Looks like Ignicholas is going to start pushing up. I don't know what he's shooting at, but he's shooting at somebody. I'm sure it's genuinely important. There you go. He took out Hit the Streets. That is a very long machine gun kill from Ignicholas there. Lamode pushing back up in the point. Going down, but not before he took out. It looked like he took out a OP there. That could be crucial. Taking out that spawn point. I'll tell you what. 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Can they even take this? If they jumped on point now, I think this could be GG.
I think they have lost. It's just because of the Artie. They can't get near the point.
No, absolutely.
Artie is bombing that crucial part.
Yep.
And they're just not letting up.
Having a look at those 3G lines, pushing up that rail track point we were looking at before, it looks like they have taken those buildings that we were talking about, but once you've taken that buildings, you've got to sort of reset and start taking out lads on point, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to do that. That's the right-hand side we're looking at over dugout now. Let's go have a look at the left. It is a bit more of a scrapped out there. What was that, Boots?
They're sending it. There's a Puma going right down the middle. There's tanks ramming each other.
Look at that! He's got the wedge underneath it. Not enough, though, because the Puma, even after he took a hit, there you go. That's a recon tank as well. The Puma is hurting. I don't know about you, Poots, but tanks aren't supposed to be that much on fire.
No, the Panther's not meant to be on fire at all. Is that yeah, the Puma is running on point.
Puma's just going to... The Puma? It's not the Puma. The Puma's just going to yeet himself on a point. He's going to sit in there. Surely somebody's... Puma's not going to last long. Obviously, it has armor made out of paper mache. 1 minute, 20 seconds left to go. This is GG. This is GG. This is a massive, massive win for our Only Boys over the 3 para. Only Boys, obviously, is the OC and Foy Boys conglomerate. Big win over GBI and 3 Para.
Mate, this is massive. It was a great game.
It was huge. There was
GBI,
a lot of backwards and forwards, wasn't there, Poots?
Dude, 3 Para and GBI put up a great fight.
Oh, two very good clans, full of a lot of good players and some damn good blokes as well.
Oh, you've got it, mate. Hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, 100%. And I'll tell you what, any of the guys you see playing today, most of them are pretty friendly. Guys like Poots, guys like Shirley, any of the OC lads, any of the GBI and 3 Para lads, jump into the servers. They're always playing over the OCE servers. They're mostly pretty friendly. Jump in and play with them. You can play them on the Big D servers. GBI has their own very good community on their servers as well, and so does 3 Para. All servers that I regularly find myself on.
Oh, completely. Every day.
100%.
Every day.
13 seconds left. That's it. We're calling it. That is a massive OC win. OC Foy Boys win. Jesus Christ, don't forget the Foy Boys. They'll fucking have me.
The only boys.
The only boys. There we go, victory. I have learnt this lesson. What we are going to do before I jump into we look at our beautiful faces on the post-match screen, we're going to look at some stats.
Circle. 1,500 circle.
1,500! Jesus
800
Christ.
selling. Oh, dude.
They are some big scores there. 360 from Leroy. 1,000 for Vapo. And look at that. That's a Gerberman's tank squad that got that.
That was a tank, yeah.
Yep, all around the 1,000 mark. That's fucking huge. Well, we get to stop looking at that because apparently I need to be given points. I need points just for watching this match, apparently. That's all right. I've been promoted for it as well, so everyone's happy about that. 166, obviously a little bit low in this community, but fuck it, I'm proud of it. All right, let's keep. I'm going to keep scrolling down so people can look at this later if they want to. Scrolling down there, we've got 45 seconds, and then we'll jump into the post-match screen, my guy. Make sure you've got your voice on. Your face on. Horsecock number 1. How many horsecocks are there? I don't like it. They're all jumping out of service, so we've got to scroll down just a little bit quick so we can see it before they jump out, and we don't get to see their scores. There you go. That is all of the scores for you. We're going to jump into post-match. Make sure you look pretty, my guy. This is what we look at. Poots, your camera's gone.
I don't know where my camera's gone.
Your camera's gone. That's all right. We can do. We can look at the talk to the disembodied voice of Pootang. Poots, it has been a goddamn pleasure, my guy. Did you have fun today?
Oh, mate, that was great. Loved it every second of it, as per usual.
It's good fun, isn't it? A lot of backward and forward in there. Fucking massive win for the Only Boys. I do have to. There he is. He's back. Look at him. He's back. Poots, welcome back, you beautiful motherfucker.
I've got this awesome thing on my Google Chrome. When I'm not in the tab, it disconnects it.
Yep, that'll do it. I do have to mention, though, obviously, the Only Boys, Foy Boy and OC, have been playing together for a while now. We have been playing these 49 matches. GBI and 3 Para, they don't play together as much. So I do have to give that quick shout out to them and go, you know what? Fuck it. You did fucking well, lads, because that was well fought by everybody in this match.
Oh, they played a great match. And I'm not going to be surprised if we play them again in the future.
Oh, dude, 100%. And like, as much as it was an OC Foy Boys win, you look at it, it was a 3-2 win. That's as close as these games finish.
Yeah, you can't get any closer than 3-2-1s.
Yep, taking back the second last point within the last 10 minutes. And they put a good assault on the last point. Obviously, just too much work to do in the last little bit there. But
it always comes down to the last half an hour of the game. You always find in maybe like the last half hour, 20 minutes, people start to get their shit together.
It's when you start throwing out all those Hail Marys and start getting shit sorted. I'm going to start winding this one up. I want to say a quick thank you to Poots. If you see this guy playing in the OCE servers, he's one hell of a lad to play with. I can recommend him like almost none other. Poots, thank you very much, my friend. It's been a goddamn pleasure to have you.
Oh, my pleasure, my friend. It was a great time. Like, hey, look, we set this up in the last 12 minutes before start.
Yeah, we did. I was almost going co-casterless, so I genuinely appreciate you coming by. With the most short notice, I remember my favourite bit was you were making the coffee 2 minutes to go. God, do I have time for coffee? Yes, you've got fucking time for coffee. It's fine.
Of course, always time for coffee.
I'm going to pop another little teams thing up there. These are the teams. I've been posting them all over chat, but A very special thank you to the teams that were playing today. OC, one hell of a clan, and my clan. Shout outs to them. Foy Boys, a lot of good lads over there. GBI, I love what they're doing over on their server. Go give them a join. Go start playing with them. Very good things happening over there. And the last one, which last but not least, is 3 Para. Another bunch of good lads over there. Even though half of them made their name fucking Horsecock, so I had to say Horsecock about 14 million times through the stream. So we're going to leave it at that. I want to say a genuine thank you as well to everybody that's watching, everybody that watched through this. Thanks for all your support. It's because of you guys watching that I get to keep doing this. You guys watch it, so I'm going to keep doing them. It's true. That's how it's going to work. So we're going to wind this up. Big victory to Only Boys, 3-2 over G3, which is GBI and 3 Para. To all of you watching out there, thank you very much. Stick around. We're going to go raid somebody in the Hell Let Loose community. I guarantee you will find a juicy stream for you to watch. Stick around because it makes my numbers look good. And, you get to see somebody else playing Hell Let Loose, which is kind of cool. But we always finish the stream by saying, ladies and gentlemen, look after yourselves. If you can manage to do that, see if you can't look after somebody else too. I will see you next stream. And you know what? I'm going to goddamn look forward to it. Poots, bye. Bye, everyone else. Fucking love you.
See you guys.